Mike Joseph is sitting with Dr. Bruce McCutcheon, and they're going to talk about leadership at Lafayette College, in particular, female leadership. Here's Mike.
Well, a distinguished halftime guest, Dr. Bruce McCutcheon, the head of Director of Athletics here at Lafayette College. Great to have you again here, Bruce.
Mike, thanks for having me. It's always fun.
We're going to talk a little bit today about really two subjects, and that first one being the Oaks Leadership Academy, something that was started back in 2011, a generous gift from Cindy Oaks Linville and her husband, Dr. Judson Linville. Really put together a nice gift in the name of her father, and really has established something very, very good here at the college.
It is a great benefit to us, to our student athletes. The Oaks family has always been so very generous. So we thank Cindy and Judd for that, and a great way of honoring Cindy's father. But a real key to our mission at Lafayette and our Lafayette Athletic program is leadership development. And so this is a great way of a curriculum to teach our young people those leadership skills that are certainly necessary on the field, but much more importantly, be necessary for their long lives.
And that's exactly what it does. It carries them over, and it not just affects our players and obviously the things they do here on campus, the way they lead on the field, they lead the way off the field, but it also affects the coaches too. And the coaches get involved well. It helps them and stems the tide toward really developing quality programs here.
No question. And the coaches are very much part of this Leadership Academy. There are separate sessions for the student athletes, there's sessions for the coaches, and there are sessions when those two groups are brought together. So yes, Mike, it's not so much teaching the coaches about leadership as much as how are you using these leadership components with your own team to make your team better.
And having so many athletes here on campus, it just kind of bleeds its way right through the campus. And having 400 or 500 Division I athletes here, and we support so many sports here that these kids permeate their way through the entire community, not only on campus but also off campus in the community as well.
No question. This year we have 530 student athletes. So yes, they do permeate all throughout campus. And there's lots of other great leadership opportunities and development programs on campus. That campus-wide, that's a big emphasis. But I think we do a pretty special job with it with our student athletes.
And now turning the page, we'll talk a little bit about a leadership council that you and Joe Sterrett over at Lehigh are really going to come together. Some great speakers you're going to have, some keynote speakers as well. Tell us a little bit about that coming up 2 weeks from today.
In fact, Joe Sterrett over at Lehigh came to me with this. He's teamed up Lehigh's group with us and with Coordinated Health and sponsoring a women's leadership conference. Having some great keynote speakers for that, but the whole purpose of this is leadership with women, women in leadership roles is our future. It's certainly an important part of our teams and our department, but certainly of our country. And so now the whole purpose of this conference is to show women, particularly student athlete women, how to take on that leadership, how to empower themselves in those leadership roles. And then we have some really great role models, those individuals who have already done that, and how they can teach these students what are the best steps to make that happen.
And sometimes it's just a matter of the young women here in our community at Lafayette and at Lehigh seeing someone be very successful out there in the field and knowing, hey, listen, I can do that. That's out in front of me. And obviously we have a big one in an alum in Beth Moen's going to be the keynote speaker at the end.
Yeah, she's the closing keynote. A great woman as a Lehigh alum who's going to open the thing. But then there's a group of panelists, women who have played athletics or former student athletes from either Lafayette or Lehigh will be all part of that, which is pretty cool.
Bruce, thanks for a couple of minutes. It's been great.
Mike, it's always fun. And let's go Weber. It's a great first half. Let's hope we can pull it off the second.
How about it? 2 quarters of 20 points consecutive. Here leading the way, Dr. Bruce McCutcheon for Lafayette Athletics. Back to you.